So getting down to business, all you have to do is run a search for your business and on Google Maps, and then see if it comes up, because Google Places actually, they pull a lot of content or scrape content from Yellow Pages and things like that. So a lot of businesses are listed in things like Yellow Pages. They're scraping the content and then they're appearing on Google Places. If your business is already there, it's best to claim a listing that's already there. So you might find that your business is already there, but you never actually created it. When that's the case, you just visit the listing, and in the top right-hand corner, it'll say claim this listing. Now, at the end of this, in fact, at the end of the slides, I've got a video that actually talks through this in a little bit more detail. So if you want a little bit more of a hand-holding, won't cost you anything, just email through our support and I'll give you the URL for that, and then you can get a video that can show you how to do that a little bit easier. But you just claim a listing. You want to make sure that you use the email address with your domain name, ideally. Like, I'm going to give you the best rules of thumb here. So when you actually claim the listing, you need to give them an email address. So give them one with, Dave at Melbourne SEO Services. Make sure that you put your company name in there. Don't do any funny business. Don't try and load your keyword heavily in there. Like, if you want to rank number one for, Chiropractor Melbourne, don't make your business name Chiropractor Melbourne unless that is your business name. Google's getting really smart about trying to spot people that are trying to game the system, and just recently we had one of our Google Places page got canned, and they're just getting really smart on the way that things are doing. Things that used to work aren't working like they were. They are constantly changing it, and it's really quite difficult to contact Google. They're just like this massive company that's so core to so many people's businesses, but you can't pick up the phone and call Google. If you try, you'll go through a few teleprompts and then they'll tell you, sorry, we don't offer that type of support. That goes for Google Places, that goes for YouTube. It's a little bit frustrating. I can probably understand why, though. They'd probably get a ridiculous amount of inbound calls if they did offer that. But the moral of the story is follow these rules of thumb. Make sure you use your company name, no funny business. Make sure that you use a real address. Later on, you can hide it. So it might be important for you to hide your address. You might be a mobile windscreen repair person and you don't actually have an office. You go to them. Initially, list it with an address, and then later on, you can hide it if you need to. Then you want to make sure that you use the categories. There's some categories that they give you. Just use one of their categories. So start typing what you think the category will be, and then it'll auto-populate for you, and just select one of the ones they give you. Plus, you might try and put some keywords in. Again, try and avoid stuffing keywords in there. It's going to hurt you in the long run, so don't worry about doing that. And then load out as much info as you can. Put the hours, put photos, put all of your different contact information that you can. Do everything to fill it out. And then once you do that, you have to verify your listing. You select either by phone or by mail. I'd select by phone just because the mail, we tried selecting by mail, and then I think we waited 3 weeks and nothing came, and then we had to reapply, and then it was another 3 weeks before this little card comes out and they give you a little PIN. Basically, you need to get this PIN number to prove that the phone number or the address is real. So they're just verifying you. That way you can't put up a listing for a business that you don't necessarily own or have control over. So select the phone, they'll call your mobile straight away, and they'll give you a 5-digit PIN, and you just enter it in, and that's how you claim your listing.